Hi dear students, in the last class from hydrocarbons chapter we have discussed about that alkanes, preparation methods and important chemical properties related to NEET and JEE and for board examination we are discussed. Now in the today's class we will discuss about that alkenes. What are the important preparation methods of alkenes? In the today's class, we will discuss. Okay, dear students, let's listen carefully. Alkenes. Alkenes means what it is, dear students. Alkenes are nothing but alkenes are the unsaturated hydrocarbons having at least one carbon and carbon double bond. If one carbon and carbon double bond, at least one carbon and carbon double bond containing hydrocarbons are called as alkenes. So alkenes are the unsaturated hydrocarbons due to the presence of a double bond. Okay, and these alkenes general formula is CnH2n. CnH2n, where N starts from 2, 3, 4 onwards. Okay, the simplest alkene is ethene. The simplest alkene is ethene. Its molecular formula is C2H4. C2H4. That ethene is existing in oil-like forming. So that's why these alkenes are commonly known as olefins. It is a Greek word. The olefins means oil-forming substances. Olefins means oil-forming substances. Okay, dear students. So alkenes also known as olefins. Once you are updated the structure of alkenes or structure of double bond. Structure of double bond. Structure of double bond. Okay, dear students. So in between the carbon and carbon double bond is present. So the double bond, if the carbon atom having double bond is present, its hybridization of each carbon atom, hybridization is a sp2 hybridized carbon. So the double bond containing carbon atoms hybridization is a sp2. All the single bonds are present, its hybridization is sp3. The triple bond is present. One triple bond or two double bonds are present at one carbon atom. Its hybridization is sp hybridization. Okay, dear students. So for double bond carbon, in between the double bond carbon, its bond length. This carbon and carbon double bond is present. Its bond length is 1.34 angstroms or 134 picometers, because 1 angstrom is equals to 100 picometers. 1 angstrom is equals to 100 picometers. So in terms of picometers, 1.34 angstrom is nothing but 134 picometers. And the carbon and carbon double bond, you want to break that required energy is known as bond dissociation energy, or it is also known as bond energy. Okay, its bond energy is equals to 143.1 kilocalories per mole. 143.1 kilocalories per mole. So generally carbon and carbon, in between the carbon and carbon, number of multiple bonds increases, then the bond dissociation energy will be increases and bond length will be decreases. Okay, dear students, for example, bond dissociation energy order, the carbon and carbon triple bond, it has more bond dissociation energy because of bond order is more, and then carbon and carbon double bond, and then carbon and carbon single bond. So the bond length order, if bond length increases, the bond dissociation energy will be decreases. Okay, dear students. So the carbon and carbon triple bond has lower bond length, and then carbon and carbon double bond, and then carbon and carbon single bond. Okay, dear student, this is about that structure of a carbon having double bond. Their bond dissociation energies, bond length, and hybridization. Now these alkenes, at least one double bond containing hydrocarbons are called as alkenes. These alkenes, how we can prepare? So there are three important ways are present for the preparation of alkenes. Let's see that first general way for the preparation of alkenes means you have to take all carbon atom, all single bonds containing hydrocarbon or organic compound you have to take. All single bonds containing organic compound you have to take, dear students. So that kind of organic compounds, So is converted into double bond. How it is converted into double bond, dear students? You have to remove any two adjacent atoms or groups. For example, I gave here all this organic compound has all our single bonds are only present. The adjacent groups here X and Y, two different adjacent groups are present. Maybe same or different groups. Those groups, if I removed, means that bonds, the CX bond and CY bonds, if I broken either in homolytic cleavage or heterolytic cleavage, then in between the carbon and carbon single bond converted into double bond. Okay, this converted into double bond. Okay, dear students, then it is forms, it is nothing but alkene. So the alkenes are formed from the all single bonds containing organic compound, from the all single bonds containing organic compound into double bond by the removing of adjacent. Adjacent means 1 and 2. Adjacent, any two groups or atoms we need to remove. Okay, and another important thing is alkynes. Alkynes converted into alkanes. So alkynes also convert into alkanes by the addition of H2O, by the addition of H2. Here triple bond is converted into double bond, means that reduction reaction. That is also controlled reduction is very, very important. If it is uncontrolled reduction, means the triple bond is directly converted into single bond. For example, 2 moles of H2 are added because the addition of hydrogen is almost is uncontrolled, but you want to control that reduction, means we need to use specific catalysts or specific reducing agents we need to take. There are two important reducing agents are present. One is Lindar's catalyst, the second one is Birch reduction. In the both cases, in the Lindar's reduction, if you are used reducing agent, if you are used, then we will get cis alkenes are the products. If in case of Birch reduction, sodium metal in the presence of lithium or liquid ammonia, sodium or lithium in the presence of liquid ammonia are used, then the triple bond is converted into double bond. Especially it gives that trans alkenes are the product. If the 2 moles of H2 are added, then the triple bond is converted into single bond. That's why controlled reduction reaction. This is a controlled reduction. In the triple bonds converted into double bond by the controlled addition of a H2 molecule. Okay, and this addition is in this addition, the product is especially stereo chemically selective product will forms. Okay, dear students, it may be either cis or a trans product will forms. So cis alkenes is possible for the preparation of from this method, as well as trans alkenes also we can prepare from this method. And another important thing is conversion. Means one alkene is converted into another alkene, that is called as isomerization. So one alkene, if you are heated, then we will get another isomer of the alkene. Means both reactants and products both are having same molecular formula, but the double bond position will be changes. That's why conversion of one alkene into another alkene, that method is known as a isomerization method. So these are the different ways present for the preparation of alkenes. Now we'll discuss about that first method. Means in the first way, means that is called removing of adjacent groups or atoms. So the removing of adjacent groups or atoms means that kind of reactions all are called as elimination reactions. These all are called as elimination. So we are removing the adjacent groups. That's why it is called as elimination reactions. So what are the different types of elimination reactions present, and what kind of reactants to gives alkenes by the eliminating of adjacent groups or atoms, that we need to discuss. Okay, dear students, listen carefully. The first one is, the first preparation method of alkenes is from removing of hydrogen and halogen atoms. Means dehydrohalogenation. Dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. Okay, dear students, alkyl halide. This alkyl halide general formula is RX. So from alkyl halides, we have to remove hydrogen atom and halogen atom. Adjacent hydrogen and halogen atoms we need to remove, then converted into alkenes are the products. Okay, so here hydrogen and halogen we are removing, means it is also belongs to elimination reactions. Okay, let's see, dear students. If you observe that this method, in this method or in this reaction, alpha halogen atom and beta hydrogen atoms are removing. Alpha halogen and beta hydrogen atoms. Hydrogen atoms are removed in the presence of alcoholic basic medium. The presence of alcoholic basic medium. Alcoholic basic medium means you have to use alcoholic potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide or sodium hydride. Okay, these are the important bases. That base we must have to take in a alcoholic medium only. If you are used in aqueous medium, that base acts as a nucleophile. So if alcoholic medium if you are used means it acts as a dehydrohalogenating agent. So this kind of reactions also called as this alpha halogen X. Okay, and beta hydrogen atoms we are removing. That's why this kind of reactions are called as beta elimination reaction. It is also known as beta elimination reactions. Okay, dear students, and this beta elimination reaction, it is also known as 1,2 elimination reaction. Okay, 1,2 elimination reaction. And these elimination reactions are stereoselective reactions. Sorry, these elimination reactions are regioselective reactions. It is regioselective. What is the meaning of regioselective? Regioselective reaction means in a chemical reaction produce 2 or more products. Means in a reaction produce 2 or more than 2 products. More than 2 products in which one is major product. Okay, one is a major product called as regioselective. Regioselective reactions. Okay, dear students, what is the meaning of regioselective reactions? Regioselective reaction means in a chemical reaction produces 2 or more than 2 products. If it is possible to produce 2 products or more than 2 products, means actually in a chemical reaction means need to form one single product. If single product is formed means then we'll get mainly one pure product will get. Other than one product, 2 or more than different products are formed means we'll get a mixture of products. Then we need to purify and we have to extract the desired compound. So among that, one is major product means higher quantity will be present one product, the remaining are minor quantities. So such kind of reactions are called as a regioselective reaction, means the dehydrohalogenation reaction or elimination reactions is also called belongs to regioselective reactions. And in these reactions means two or more than two products are present. Among these products, stage of product means this reaction follows Sage-Off rule. Sage-Off rule. What is the meaning of Sage-Off rule? Sage-Off rule means that is more substituted alkene is major product. Okay, dear students, more substituted alkene is a major product. So how many number of alkenes are the possible in a chemical reaction, dehydrohalogenation? So how many are possible means the number of products is depends on number of beta hydrogen atoms containing beta carbons. So the number of products is equals to number of different beta hydrogen atoms containing number of beta hydrogen atoms containing carbon atoms. For example, three different beta hydrogen atoms, carbon atoms are present means it will give three alkenes. Among that, one is major product, the remaining are minor products. Which is major product? How to identify, dear students? That identification rule is known as the Sage-Off rule. So according to the Sage-Off rule, more substituted alkenes are the major products. Okay, means tetrasubstituted alkenes are the major than tri-substituted and then disubstituted and then monosubstituted and then ethene. So among that, if more than one beta hydrogen atoms are present, then gives two or more than two products. Among that, more substituted alkene is the major product. Okay, and this dehydrohalogenation reaction is a elimination reaction. It is also belongs to beta elimination reaction or 1,2 elimination reaction. This beta elimination or 1,2 elimination reactions are two types. Okay, dear students, let's see this beta elimination. Beta elimination or 1,2 elimination reactions. Elimination reactions are two types. Okay, the first one is E1 elimination reaction. E1 elimination reaction. Okay, this E1 elimination reactions, alkyl halides reactivity order. Alkyl halides reactivity order. If you have observed that tertiary alkyl halides are more reactive than secondary alkyl halides and then primary alkyl halides. Okay, among that, the halogen reactivity order. Among that, alkyl iodides are more reactive than alkyl chlorine, bromine, alkyl bromides, and then alkyl chlorides, and then alkyl fluorides. Actually, alkyl fluorides are very less reactive towards E1 and E2 elimination reactions. Okay, dear students. Now let's see that E1 elimination reaction mechanism. We have to take one tertiary alkyl halide, dear student. For example, CH3 bond CH3 bond CH3 bond Br. is the tertiary butyl bromide. It is in the presence of alcoholic KOH or NaOH and loss of hydrogen bromide HBr, because the halogen attached carbon we have to consider as alpha carbon and the adjacent carbons we have to consider as beta carbon, but these all are only same kind of beta carbons. That's why it gives only one product. So from any one of the beta carbon you have to remove one beta hydrogen, then we'll get loss of HBr. The product is CH2 will comes. 2-methyl propane is the major product. Okay, dear student, this is takes place E1 mechanism. So that E1 reaction, the mechanism is takes place. It is takes place in 2 steps. Takes place in 2 steps, and the carbocation intermediate will forms. Okay, dear students, carbocation intermediate is formed. Intermediate is formed. Okay, it's very, very important. Now, first step is the slow step, and rate determining step, RDS, rate determining step. So the tertiary alkyl halide, it will be undergoes heterolytic cleavage in between the carbon and halogen bond to produce more stable tertiary carbocation. Okay. Now it has only 3 beta carbons are present, but 3 beta carbons are same kind of beta carbons only. From any one of the beta carbon, it lost hydrogen and converted into alkene. Next, step 2 is the fast step. Okay, dear students. So this beta hydrogen atom will loss of H plus and produce CH2 bond CH3 will get. So this is one important preparation method. So the tertiary alkyl halides when treated with alcoholic KOH to produce alkenes, that reaction is known as a E1 elimination reactions. So the E1 elimination reaction means unimolecular elimination reactions. Okay, these reactions takes place in 2 steps. In the first step, carbocation intermediate will forms, and the second step is the fast step, loss of H plus ion to produce alkenes are the major products. Okay, dear students, and these reactions are takes place in 2 steps, and in the first step is rate determining step or slow step, in which the rate of the reaction, the rate is directly proportional to concentration of alkyl halides only. So that's why it is the first order reaction. First order reaction, because that order is only one. So that rate of the reaction is depends on the concentration of alkyl halides only. Hence, it belongs to first order reaction. And for these reactions, low concentrated or weak basis is sufficient, or weak basis is enough. Okay, dear students. Now let's see that reverse. The second one is E2 elimination reaction. The E2 elimination reactions, the more reactive is primary alkyl halides are more reactive than secondary alkyl halides, and then tertiary alkyl halides. Okay, let's see that the second type of beta elimination reactions are 1,2 elimination reactions, that is E2 elimination reactions. E2 elimination reactions. Okay, dear students. So in that E2 elimination reactions, if you observe that the reactivity order. For this, primary alkyl halides are more reactive than secondary alkyl halides and then tertiary alkyl halides. Among these alkyl halides, always alkyl iodides are more reactive than, because the iodine is a good leaving group, and then alkyl bromide and then alkyl chloride. Okay, dear students, and this elimination takes place in the presence of alcoholic base. Okay, for example, CH3 CH2 Cl is treated with alcoholic KOH and produce CH2 double bond CH2. Ethene is the product, and the byproduct is HCl, and it's converted into water and KCl. Okay, dear students, and these reactions, in this reaction, both eliminating groups, hydrogen and halogens, are exist in a anti-periplanar transition state will form. So in this elimination, anti-periplanar transition state is formed. Means transition state mechanism will take place, and that both leaving groups, means hydrogen and halogen, they should be in the opposite position, and mechanism takes place single step. And transition state intermediate will form. Intermediate is formed. Okay, dear students, let's see that. For example, this leaving group, both hydrogen and halogen, both are in opposite directions only. In the single step only it will take place. And alcoholic KOH, means the OH is the base. It abstract this proton and forms a transition state intermediate will forms. Yes, dear student, the OH minus is abstract this proton and forms a transition state intermediate, and this chlorine and hydrogens are the leaving group. This is anti-periplanar transition state intermediate, and both the leaving groups should be in the 180 degrees opposite. They should be in a opposite direction. For example, this is both this here hydrogen atom and here chlorine atom. They should be in the 180 degrees, and they should be like this anti-periplanar transition state need to form, and the loss of these groups and to gives CH2 double bond CH2 plus this OH minus and H plus convert into water, and that K plus and Cl minus convert into potassium chloride. So this type of mechanism is known as a E2 elimination reactions. In the E2 elimination reaction, both the leaving group should be in a opposite direction. Anti-periplanar transition state is required, and most probably primary alkyl halides are more suitable for E2 elimination reactions, whereas secondary and tertiary alkyl halides are most probable for E1 elimination reactions. And secondary alkyl halides, they may be involved in either E1 as well as E2 elimination reaction mechanism. E2 elimination reaction mechanism, I said. Okay, dear students, whenever the alkyl halide having different types of beta carbon atoms containing hydrogen atoms are there, then produce more than one alkene is the product. Among that, more substituted alkene is the major product. Among that, more substituted alkene is the major product. Okay, according to Sage of rule. Let's see different important applications, dear students. Okay, let's see. For example, it's very clear, dear students. For example, if you are taking that alkyl halide is CH3 CH2 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond Cl. 1-chlorobutane if you are taking is treated with alcoholic KOH, means it is the primary alkyl halide. The reaction takes place in E2 mechanism. Okay, E2 elimination mechanism, loss of HCl, then there is no reaction, means carbocation intermediate doesn't forms, only transition state intermediate will forms. So it is alpha carbon and the adjacent carbon is beta carbon. Okay, dear students, the beta carbon containing a hydrogen atom we need to remove. This hydrogen atom, this containing hydrogen atom, and this chlorine it will loss and produce but1 is the product. Okay, dear students. Now the same CH3, CH2, CH, Cl bond CH3 means 2-chlorobutane is present. It is involved in dehydrohalogenation reaction. When it is treated with alcoholic KOH, loss of HCl, then it is undergoes beta elimination reactions. Now it is the alpha carbon, dear students. Now it has adjacent two types of carbons are there. Two types of beta carbons are there. This is beta1 and this is beta2. Two different carbon atoms are present. If you are remove that beta1 carbon hydrogen atom, if you remove this hydrogen atom, okay, then we'll get but1. Okay, if you are remove that beta2 hydrogen atom containing hydrogen, beta2 carbon containing hydrogen atom containing hydrogen, and we'll get but2. So this is but1 and this is but2. Among that, according to Sage of rule, but2 is the major product because it is a disubstituted alkene. Disubstituted alkene, and it is monosubstituted alkene. Monosubstituted alkene. Hence, it is a minor product, and disubstituted alkene is the major product because according to Sage of rule. That's why this kind of reactions are called as a regioselective reactions. Regioselective reactions. There is only one type of beta carbon is present, then produce one single product. Other than more than one kind of beta carbons are present, then produce more than one product. So the how many number of alkenes are the products formed means it depends on different it depends on the number of different types of beta carbon atoms. Depends on number of different types of beta carbon atoms containing beta hydrogen atoms. Containing a beta hydrogen atoms. Okay, dear students. Let's see one more example, dear students. The one more example is CH3 CH bond CH3 bond CH bond bromine Br bond CH3 is present like this. So if you observe that for this here this is the halogen, bromine attached carbon is alpha carbon, and this right side CH3 group is beta1 means beta carbon, and this is also one more beta carbon, beta2 carbon is present here, students. From this beta2 carbon, if you have removed hydrogen, then we'll get a trisubstituted alkene, alcoholic KOH, and loss of HBr. Then the product is CH3 C double bond CH bond CH3. It is a trisubstituted alkene. Okay, whereas if you are remove that at beta1 carbon containing beta hydrogen, if you are removed that one hydrogen, then we'll get monosubstituted alkene. This is monosubstituted alkene. Okay, it is a minor product. Okay, dear students. So major and minor products are depends on according to Sage-Off rule. Sage-Off rule, what they say, dear students, more substituted alkenes are the more stable when compared to less substituted alkenes. So the more substituted alkenes are the major products. Okay, some rearrangement reactions we need to discuss, dear students. Let's see when the rearrangement will take place. Rearranged products. Rearranged products. Rearranged products are formed when the rearranged products are formed when adjacent, the rearranged products are formed when adjacent beta carbon, adjacent beta carbon is quaternary carbon. Adjacent beta carbon is a quaternary carbon. Quaternary carbon group. Okay, then the rearrangement product will be major product. Rearrangement products are formed. That is major product. Rearranged product is a major. The rearranged product is major and it is a more substituted alkene also. So for this example, let's see, dear students. Bond CH3 like this it is present. Now treated with alcoholic KOH. Then what is the major product? The major product they are asking. So in such cases, first this reaction, this bromine it will breaks. It undergoes according to E1 mechanism, E1 elimination reaction mechanism, and forms secondary carbocation intermediate. Okay, this secondary carbocation intermediate, it is unstable, and here two beta carbons are there. This is beta 1 carbon, and this is that beta 2 carbon. This beta 2 carbon is a quaternary carbon. Immediately that methyl group will shifting takes place. This methyl group, because here three methyl groups are present, this methyl will be shift. 1,2 methyl shift. Because that quaternary carbon there is no hydrogen atom, then the methyl group will be shifting takes place and produce a tertiary carbocation. More stable carbocation will forms. New carbocation intermediate will forms. Then CH bond CH3 bond CH3. This is the new carbocation. This is tertiary carbocation, and before it is secondary carbocation intermediate is formed. Now for this new carbocation or rearranged carbocation intermediate is formed. With respect to this carbocation, here these are the beta B1 carbon or beta A carbon, and this is also beta A carbon. Means these both are same kind of carbons only, and this is beta B type of carbon, another different type. If you are removed from this carbon containing hydrogen, then we'll get tetra substituted alkene is the major product. So then the product is this is the major product. Okay, dear students, and rearranged product also. And another minor product is CH2 double bond C bond CH3 bond C CH3 bond CH3 means a disubstituted alkene is the minor product. Okay, dear students. So this is about a rearrangement. So this dehydrohalogenation also rearrangement will take place. When the rearrangement will take place, dear students, when the halogen attached carbon means that is alpha carbon, the adjacent carbon that is beta carbon. The beta carbon is quaternary carbon. The beta carbon is quaternary carbon. Then the rearrangement will take place and migration order. Migrating here the groups methyl group is migrating. Generally the migration order most probably if phenyl group will migrate easily. The phenyl group is more migrate easily and then CH3 group and then hydrogen atom will migrate. Okay, dear student, this is the migration order you have to remember is very, very important. And one more this rearranged reactions, a rearranged elimination reaction. Let's see, dear students. Another important example is, for example, this is the quaternary carbon. CH2 Br is present. Now in this case, what is the major product? Alcoholic KOH. The major product is what? And how many number of products will form is also important. So this kind of reactions, first it undergoes hydrolytic cleavage and produce loss of Br minus and produce primary carbocation intermediate. And it is a quaternary carbon. Then immediately the methyl group will shifting takes place. 1,2 methyl shift. Then this CH3 group will be shifted to here, then produce new carbocation intermediate. CH2 bond CH3. Now for this we have two types of beta carbons are present. Here it is beta 1 and here it is also beta 1, similar kind of beta carbons only, and this is beta 2 carbon. Okay, so if you are removed that one hydrogen atom at beta 1 carbon, if you remove this hydrogen atom at this beta 1 carbon, we will get less substituted alkene is the CH2 double bond C bond CH3 bond CH2 CH3. This is the minor product, means the possible products are two are present and it is minor, and the major product is at that second type of beta carbon you have to remove hydrogen atom. Then we'll get more substituted alkene is the product, means tri-substituted alkene is the alkene is formed. It is a major product because according to Sage-Jaffe rule, more substituted alkenes are the major products. Okay, this is the major product. So when in dehydrohalogenation reactions, generally more than one kind of beta carbon atoms are present, then produce different types of alkenes. Among that, more substitute alkene is the major product. When the alkyl halide having means halogen atom means in that alkyl halides beta carbon having quaternary groups are present, then the rearranged dehydrohalogenation reaction takes place and the rearranged product is the major product. Okay, dear students, and now we'll discuss about the dehydrohalogenation reactions in halogen containing cycloalkanes. Okay, halogen containing cycloalkanes. Now we'll discuss. Okay, dear students, in dehydrohalogenation of cyclohexyl groups. For example, this is cyclohexane. It contains chlorine atom is present. This chlorine atom, now if you are treated with alcoholic KOH, okay, whenever cyclo means 1-chloro-cyclohexane, this always the elimination takes place E2 mechanism only. That E2 reaction mechanism only. The loss of HCl will get, because here we have only one kind of this is alpha carbon and the adjacent beta carbons, beta 1 carbon, and this is also beta 1 carbon. So you have to remove any one of the hydrogen atom and we'll get cyclohexene only. So the product is cyclohexene, and the eliminating groups hydrogen and chlorine, they must should be in opposite direction. That is called anti-periplanar transition state mechanism will take place. For example, one more reaction, let's see, dear students. Here bromine is present and the adjacent CH3 group is present. Now here the stereochemistry, they are not mentioned. The both groups are, they gave normally. If it is the bromine and CH3 groups are present in the same side, then it is called a cis. They are in opposite side, then it is a trans. But here they are not mentioned the stereochemistry. If it is under treated with alcoholic KOH, what is the product, they will ask. The product is undergoes dehydrobromination, then the major product. Here two types of beta carbons are present, dear students. Then it is alpha carbon, and this is beta 1 carbon, and this is beta 2 carbon. Okay, if you remove the hydrogen atom at beta 1 carbon, we'll get the product is like this. And at beta 2 carbon atom containing hydrogen atom you remove, then the product is a tri-substituted alkene, and this is a di-substituted alkene, and this is the minor product and this is the major product. Okay, dear students, now some exceptions also be present. The another important thing is, for example, cyclohexane ring, it contains two substances are present. One is bromine atom, the thick bond, and another methyl group is also present in thick bond. Then it is called a cis isomer. In cyclohexane is also exhibits a cis and trans isomerism. It attached to groups, the both the groups in the same side, then it is called a cis. If it is in opposite side, it is called a trans. So this also we can mention like this. Both the thick bonds are both the dotted bonds. Means both the thick bonds means both are in the front, both the dotted bonds means both are in the back side. Okay, when it is treated with alcoholic KOH or NaOH, then what is the major product and minor products we need to observe. So in that case, cyclohexane exists in a more stable form is chair form. Okay, dear students, 6-membered chair form it will be exist. This is the chair form. In this chair form, if you observe that carbon atom hybridization is sp2 only, at each carbon 2 hydrogen atoms are present. The 2 hydrogen atoms are not equal. One is the axial position, another one is a equatorial position. Now it has attached bromine and CH3 groups are present. Now this bromine and CH3 both are in the same side, means cis. We have to exist the cis form. When it will be exist, dear students, one is the bromine is in the axial position, it is the axial, and this CH3 group in equatorial position, equatorial, and both are in the same above the plane. That's what is called a cis. Now is treated with alcoholic KOH, then the major product is what I said, dear students. Here this is that anti-periplanar transition state will form. Both the leaving groups must should be in opposite side. Anti-periplanar planar transition state. And another one is, this is another, this is one beta carbon, and this hydrogen atom is present, and this is also one beta carbon, beta 1 and beta 2 carbon. It containing hydrogens are called as beta hydrogen atoms. Now if you have removed this, and this is also, both are in opposite only. If you are removed at here or you removed it here, then we will get the products are, two products are possible. What are the two products, dear students? Then this is one product, and another product is this is CH3. So it is the more substituted, and it is a major product because the hydrogen atom and bromine atoms are in anti-periplanar transition state will be present. If it is in cis, then tri-substituted alkene is the major product. If it is in trans, we will see, dear students, if it is in trans, how the product will forms, let's see. Yeah, and this we can write like this also. Is nothing but CH3. Okay, now this cyclohexane ring has the bromine and CH3, adjacent CH3, both are in trans. When it is treated with alcoholic KOH, and the major product what it is, we have to identify. Okay, dear students, now in this case just you have to write the cyclohexane exists in a chair form. Okay, this is the chair form, and the bromine and CH3 groups are in a trans form. For example, the bromine is in axial position because it's the leaving group, always you have to keep axial position, and opposite side means the above the plane, the bromine is in the above the plane and CH3 is the below the plane. Like these are the trans, it is a trans representation. Now we have to identify the beta carbons. This is the alpha carbon, and the adjacent carbon, this hydrogen is beta hydrogen, and beta carbon, beta 1 carbon, and this is equatorial. This is also one more beta 2 carbon, but it is in equatorial and it is in axial. So, and this both are in a periplanar transition state. This beta 1 carbon has anti-periplanar transition state will be exist, and the resultant product is the major product. Is treated with alcoholic KOH. The major product is this is, even it is a less substituted alkene, but it is a major, means here the Sage-Off rule is violating. The Sage-Off rule is violating. Okay, dear students, and another product is here, and this equatorial hydrogen. This equatorial hydrogen we cannot remove because anti-periplanar transition state is not existing. So here CH3 is a minor product. Okay, dear student, these are very, very important. This kind of questions are especially for NEET and JEE examination they are asking. Okay, this is about dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides. So dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halides to gives alkenes are the products. Okay, let's see the second one, dear students. The second kind of elimination reactions are dehalogenation reaction. Dehalogenation of vicinal dihalides. Okay, what is the meaning of vicinal dihalides? Vicinal, V means 1 and 2 adjacent carbons. Two adjacent carbons having halogens are there, either chlorine atoms or bromine atoms. Then that halogens we have to remove. Then that is reactions are called as a dehalogenation reaction. Dehalogenation of vicinal dihalides. This reaction takes place. Takes place in presence of zinc metal, in presence of zinc or sodium iodide, acetone solvent, sodium iodide and acetone solvent. So then these are the very good dehalogenating agents. So vicinal dihalides, you have to take bromine atoms, like the adjacent groups are bromine, is treated with zinc. Upon heating, then these two groups will leave. Means this both the leaving groups also it should be in anti-elimination. It is a anti-elimination. Anti-elimination. And both the removing groups must should be in opposite. Then the product will forms like this. Alkene is the product. Loss of bromine. The bromine atoms combined with zinc to gives ZnBr2. Okay. So then alkene is the product. Here the important thing is stereochemistry is also very, very important, dear students. For example, CH3 here bromine and the bromine, both the bromine atoms are in the same side, then it is called as meso compound. Okay, so you have to remember, dear students, very, very important. Here the CH3 plus you can take phenyl group also, no problem. Then hydrogen atom, then it is called as meso compound. Meso compound means the compound can be divided into two equal parts. That such kind of compounds are called as a meso compound. They have plane of symmetry. This is the plane of symmetry. So plane of symmetry. Plane of symmetry is present and meso compounds are optically inactive due to the presence of plane of symmetry. That's why the meso compounds are always optically inactive. So this compound is treated with zinc metal, is on heating, undergoes dehalogenation, debromination. Then the meso compound to produce always a trans alkenes. The alkene is CH3H and CH3 and H. This is the trans alkene is the product. Okay, dear students, meso compound on dehalogenation. Dehalogenation, the product is a trans alkenes. Okay, and active, you have to take active dihalides, vicinal dihalides. This is active is on dehalogenation. Is on a dehalogenation is produced cis alkene. Means the produce cis alkene. Cis alkene means around the double bond, the same groups are in the same side, then it is called a cis. They are in opposite side, it is called a trans. It is a cis alkene is the product. Okay, dear students. Now the same meso compound or active compound, you have to treat it with alcoholic base, alcoholic KOH. Okay, alcoholic KOH, it undergoes dehydrohalogenation, loss of HBr. Okay, loss of HBr. Then the meso compound produce loss of HBr, dehydrohalogenation. So dehalogenation, the product is trans, and dehydrohalogenation, the product is a cis compound will get. Cis means both the CH3 groups are in the same side. And here one halogen only, one bromine we are removing, another one is a hydrogen atom. Like this also exhibits geometrical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism, for exhibition for the geometrical isomerism condition is at each sp2 carbon having different groups required. So here CH3 and H, and here CH3 and bromine is present. So different groups are present, and both the CH3 groups are on the same side. That's why it is called as a cis. Okay, and active compound. This is active. Okay, and the active means this compound is rotates the plane polarized light either towards dextro or levo. That's why this compound is called as active compound. Active compound is on dehalogenation produce cis, whereas dehydrohalogenation forms trans. Means the both methyl groups. That methyl place you have to take phenyl also, no problem. C6H5. One is bromine and hydrogen. Then it is trans. Okay, these are very, very important, dear students, stereochemistry. Okay, this is about dehalogenation of vicinal dihalides in the presence of zinc metal or sodium iodide and acetone to forms alkenes. And in this reaction also both the eliminating groups, both the halogens eliminating, they must should be in opposite direction, means anti-elimination reaction. The eliminating groups always must should be in opposite direction. Anti-elimination takes place. Anti-elimination takes place in a E2 mechanism. Is nothing but a E2 mechanism. Okay, dear students, this is about the dehalogenation reaction. Next one is dehydration of alcohols. Let's see, dear students. The third one is dehydration. Dehydration of alcohols. Alcohol general formula is ROH, means loss of water molecule. So when that water will lose, so there are main important dehydrating agents. Dehydrating agents. The important dehydrating agents are. Let's see, dear students, the important dehydrating agents: concentrated H2SO4, concentrated H2SO4 at 170 degrees centigrade. The second one is concentrated Al2O3, aluminum oxide, anhydrous aluminum oxide at 350 degrees centigrade. And another one is P2O5, phosphorus pentoxide, anhydrous phosphorus pentoxide. The next one is BF3, boron trifluoride on heating. And another one is PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride. These are the important dehydrating agents. So in the dehydrating agents, then that alpha OH group and beta hydrogen atom are eliminating. This is also beta elimination reaction. Beta elimination reaction. Okay, so that also follows Sajoff rule. It follows Sajoff rule. Sajoff rule. According to Sajoff rule, more substituted alkene is a major product. Okay, and the reactivity order of alcohols. Reactivity order of alcohols. Tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary alcohols, and then primary alcohols, and then primary alcohols. Okay, dear students. Now, and here the important thing is the tertiary alcohols are more reactive than secondary alcohols and then primary alcohols, and carbocation intermediate will forms. Carbocation intermediate will forms. Okay, so the reaction mechanism, if you are updated that it is taking place in 3 steps. The first one is protonation, the second one is removing of water and formation of carbocation intermediate, and third one is a deprotonation. Then the final product is alkenes. Okay, let's see the mechanism, dear students. It is taking place in 3 steps. The first one, for example, I am taking here ethyl alcohol. First one, it is taking place in acidic medium. Protonation will take place. That is called protonation of alcohol. Then the product is protonated alcohol. Okay, this protonated alcohol and step 1. And this protonated alcohol, it will be cleavage, hydrolytic cleavage, loss of water, produce carbocation intermediate. Carbocation intermediate will form CH3, CH2 plus. Okay, dear students. So here rearrangement is also will be takes place by the shifting of hydrogen atoms or methyl groups and all. It is when to forms more stable carbocation intermediate. And the third step is deprotonation. Deprotonation means that is removing of beta hydrogen atom. Removing of a beta hydrogen atom. Okay. So this beta hydrogen atom, if lost, produce alkene is the product. CH2 double bond CH2. Okay. For this is the mechanism is taking place for the dehydration of alcohols. Okay, in which carbocation intermediates are forming. Carbocation intermediate is forming. Okay, dear students, let's see some examples, some important examples, and follows Sajoff rule. And follows Sajoff rule. For example, CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Propyl alcohol is present and treated with acidic medium. On heating, the product is double bond CH2. Propene is the product because it contains only one beta carbon is present. This is alpha carbon and it has only one kind of beta carbon only present. Even it rearranged also produce only propene is the major product. And for example, the second one CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2OH. Butyl alcohol is present. This is also primary alcohol only. Primary alcohol. And what is the major product? The major product is, first it will produce butyl carbocation. Okay, it is a primary carbocation. And the hydrogen atom will shifting takes place. Here, this adjacent beta carbon, hydrogen shifting takes place. This hydrogen will be shifted to primary carbocation. 1, 2, hydrogen shift to produce stable secondary carbocation. Now it has 2 beta carbons are present. This is one first beta 1 carbon and this is the second beta 2 carbon. So you have to remove the hydrogen atoms from any one of the beta carbon. For example, if you have removed the hydrogen atom for the beta 2 carbon, we'll get more substitute alkene instead of a beta 1 carbon. So then produce 2 products. CH bond CH3 and another one is CH3 bond CH2 bond CH2 bond CH double bond CH2. This is the mono substituted. That's it is a minor product and it is a major product. Even primary alcohols also, they undergoes rearrangement will takes place. That's why and produce but 2N, 2-ene. But 2-ene is the major product and but 1-ene is the minor product. Okay, dear students. Now, and one more example, let's see, dear students. One more example, tertiary alcohols. This breaking very fast. Tertiary butyl alcohol is present. Is treated with acidic medium, heating, and produce only one kind of beta carbons are there. These all are similar kind of beta carbons. Then any one of the beta carbon, we can remove hydrogen, loss of water, and the product is 2-methyl propene is the product when tertiary butyl alcohol. The same way, for example, this tertiary butyl group is attached to secondary alcohol. Now is on dehydration. What is the major product? The major product is what? If you are observed that here shifting will take place. First, this OH group will cleavage and produce secondary carbocation, and the methyl group will shifting takes place. And the CH3, C bond CH3. This is rearranged dehydration product. Is the major product. And that CH bond CH3 bond CH3. And then this rearranged carbocation has 2 types of beta carbons are there. This is B1 and this is B2, beta 2 carbon. So This beta 2 carbon, if you have removed hydrogen, then we'll get more substituted alkene is the major product. Like alkyl halide, if that OH group halogen is also present, then produce similar kind of alkene is the major product. Okay, and the minor product is here. This hydrogen will lose and it produce CH2 double bond C bond CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond CH3. This is the minor product. Okay, dear students, this is about so dehydration of alcohols. Now this OH group is attached to cyclic compounds. Then how they forms double bond containing compounds. Let's see some examples. That kind of examples also mostly they're asking in NEET and JEE examination. Okay, dear students, for example, CH2OH is present, acidic medium on heating. Then what is the major product? So if it is on cleavage, produce primary carbocation. Now it is tertiary carbon is present. This hydrogen will shifting takes place. This hydrogen shifted to here and produce more stable tertiary carbocation. So it has how many types of beta carbons are present? This is beta 1 beta carbon, and these two also same kind of beta carbons, beta 2 carbons, and this is beta 1. Then you remove that hydrogen atom at any one of the beta carbon at the end, then we will get like this product will forms, and it is disubstituted. And another one is this beta carbon containing hydrogen atom. If you remove, then we will get trisubstituted alkene. Okay, trisubstituted alkene is the major product. So this is the major product. Okay, dear students, and very important. And let's see one more example, dear students. The one more example is here the OH is present. Now is on heating in acidic medium. Then what is the product? Loss of water. Now here rearrangement is not required. If you observe that this OH carbon is alpha carbon, and this down, this is one beta carbon, and this tertiary carbon is also another beta carbon. So it is beta 2 and it is beta 1. Then the product is this is the major product, and this is minor product. Okay, the same way the OH is present and here, and tertiary alcohol group is present. Now on heating, and what is the product? The major product is tetrasubstituted alkene. This is the major product, and minor product is trisubstituted alkene. This is a minor product. Okay, dear students. So these are the very important reactions. And another important thing is alcohols we are treated with concentrated H2SO4, and temperature we are mentioned at around 250 degrees centigrade. Okay, sorry, 170 degrees centigrade. If lower the temperature, then that alcohols also eliminates water molecule, but the products are ethers. Whereas Al2O3 we are used as a dehydrating agent, the temperature is 350 degrees. Less than 350 degrees, around 250 degrees, if you are used, the products are ethers. Let's see, dear students, that examples. For example, ethyl alcohol is present. Okay, this ethyl alcohol, if you are used concentrated H2SO4 at 170 degrees centigrade, loss of water molecule and produce CH2 double bond CH2. Ethene is the product. Whereas this concentrated H2SO4 you are used, but the temperature you are maintained around lower temperature 140 degrees centigrade, then that it is internally 2 moles of alcohols by the elimination of water molecule. Like if it is 1 mole present means 0.5 moles and 0.5 moles, like water, loss of water, and here also loss of water only. But here beta hydrogen and alpha OH group is eliminating. Then the product is ether, diethyl ether is the product. In the same reaction, if you are used concentrated H2SO4, you are used instead of concentrated H2SO4 anhydrous Al2O3 use. Al2O3 at 350 degrees centigrade is required. Then the product is ethene. If the anhydrous Al2O3 alumina you are used at 250 degrees centigrade, the product is a diethyl ether is the product. Okay, and here CH2 double bond CH2. These are the important reactions, dear students. Okay, dear students, this is about preparation of alkenes from alcohols. So another important methods are there, that is Hofmann reactions or Hofmann elimination reactions. So Hofmann elimination reactions. So when that Hofmann elimination reactions are possible, that conditions and all we need to discuss. If the elimination reaction takes place according to Hofmann elimination reaction, what is the product? So according to this Hofmann elimination reaction or Hofmann rule, it is also called as a Hofmann rule. According to Hofmann rule, less substituted alkenes are the major products. Less substituted alkenes are the major products. Okay, when this Hofmann reactions takes place. Examples, let's see, dear students. The first one, this Hofmann elimination reaction will take place when primary and secondary alkyl fluorides, because fluorine atoms are poor leaving groups, because this fluorine is poor leaving group. Okay, so primary and secondary alkyl fluorides on dehydrofluorination means dehydrofluorination forms Hofmann product. Forms a Hofmann product. Let's see example, dear students. For example, CH3 CH bond CH3 bond CH2F is present. This is the primary alkyl fluoride. is on treated with alcoholic KOH. Okay, but fluorine atom is a poor leaving group. Then this adjacent beta hydrogen atom, adjacent beta hydrogen atom will eliminate. Loss of HF. The product is CH3 bond CH3 double bond CH2 will forms, means less substituted alkene is the major product. See here, however, you used either Hoffman rule or Sage-Off rule, they gives only this product only. But if you are taking this, bond CH3. So this is on dehydrofluorination, alcoholic KOH. The major product is so here the beta hydrogens are there, beta carbon containing hydrogens, and here also beta carbon containing hydrogen atoms are present. Now if I remove this hydrogen, we will get less substituted alkene. CH double bond CH2 is the major product because the reactant is secondary alkyl fluoride, means either primary alkyl fluorides or secondary alkyl fluorides are present, is on dehydrofluorination, produce less substituted alkene is the major product. It is the exception of a Sage-Off rule, means it follows the product formation, that follows Hoffman rule. What is Hoffman rule? According to Hoffman rule, less substituted alkenes are the major products. Okay, this is the major product, and the minor product is Sage-Off product is minor product. Bond CH3 is a minor product. Okay, this is one condition, dear students. Let's say another condition. The another condition is primary and secondary alkyl halides. Primary and secondary alkyl halides treated with bulky base. Primary and secondary alkyl halides. So the second one is primary and secondary alkyl halides are reacts with bulky base, means the base size is very much big, it cannot remove the internally existed beta hydrogen atoms, it cannot remove, means automatically outside sterically free crowded side beta hydrogen it can remove, and the resultant product is a major product. The resultant product is less substituted alkene in the presence of reacts with bulky base on dehydrohalogenation forms less substituted alkene is major product. The substituted alkene is major product. This is Hoffman product. Okay, for example, let's see, dear students, for example, CH3 bond CH bond CH3 bond CHBr bond CH3 is present. It is treated with potassium tertiary butoxide. This is the bulky base. Potassium tertiary butoxide. Bulky base. That's why less substituted alkene is the major product, because this is the alpha carbon and it is a beta 1 carbon, and this is a beta 2 carbon. Okay. Now this follows Hoffman rule. The major product is CH3 CH bond CH3 bond CH double bond CH2 is the major product. If it is treated with small base, means small size containing base like sodium hydride or alcoholic KOH. Alcoholic KOH. The major product is Sage-Off product. More substituted alkene is the major product. Okay, dear students, this difference is very important. Don't confuse. When the Hoffman product is forming, when Sage-Off product is forming, the reactants are alkyl halides only. So one is primary and secondary alkyl fluorides are treated with base and forms Hoffman product. And primary secondary alkyl halides are treated with bulky base and forms Hoffman product also. Hoffman product. And third condition, let's see, dear students. The third condition is when primary and secondary alkyl halides having, when primary and secondary alkyl halides having quaternary carbon at gamma position, quaternary carbon at gamma, or quaternary group at gamma carbon forms Hoffman product. Okay, dear students, let's see related example, dear students. For example, this is the quaternary carbon. This is the bromine. Okay, this bromine attached carbon is alpha carbon, and this is the beta carbon and gamma carbon. Gamma carbon is a quaternary carbon. At gamma carbon, quaternary group or quaternary carbon is present. Then it undergoes Hoffman elimination reaction. So here base is not either bulky base or small base, it's not a problem. So alcoholic KOH, it undergoes dehydrobromination, and the product is, because of that quaternary group is a bulky group, then that base cannot remove the beta carbon, internal beta carbon. Here this hydrogen atom, it cannot remove because of the adjacent group is very big group. Then the product is less substituted alkene is the major product. Double bond CH2. And another important case for Hoffman reaction is quaternary ammonium salts. Quaternary ammonium salts always undergoes Hoffman reaction or undergoes Hoffman reaction. Okay, or to gives Hoffman product. Let's see, means quaternary ammonium salts are heated and decomposed to gives less substituted alkenes are the major products. For example, CH3 group is present, like here CH3 CH2 bond N bond CH3, and here CH3 and CH2 bond CH2 is present, and here the positive charge and Cl minus, quaternary ammonium salt is on heating. Then the major product is, for example, this bond it will breaks. To reduce this positive charge, if this bond is breaking, then here produce positive charge, then this beta hydrogen atom will remove the beta carbon, and if it is this side bond, it will breaks and produce this carbocation, and this beta carbon containing hydrogen it will lose. One, it is producing propene, another one is ethene, another one is ethene, and byproducts are dimethyl amine chloride. Okay, dear students, now this is the mono substituted, it is a minor, and this ethene is the major product. Okay, same way, one more example I will give you. The another example is, for example, CH3, CH2, bond CH, bond CH3, bond N, bond CH3, bond CH3, one more CH3 is present like salt, OH minus. Then what is the product? Is on heating. So here the CH3, nitrogen is attached, CH3 groups are present, there is no beta carbon atoms, that's why this group it will breaks first. After breaking this group and produce secondary carbocation, and here one is beta 1 carbon, and here this beta 2 carbon is present. This beta 2 carbon containing hydrogen atom, if it is lost, then produce but1ene. But1ene. If this beta 1 carbon containing hydrogen, if it is lost, it can able to form but2ene. But less substitute alkenes are the major products according to Hoffman rule. So that's why but1ene is the major product and it is a minor product. And byproducts are the byproduct is trimethylamine hydroxide. Okay, dear students, this is the byproduct. So this kind of reactions means quaternary ammonium salts undergoes elimination, and the product is less substitute alkene is the major product according to Hoffman rule. The same way, the pyrolysis of esters produce less substituted alkenes are the major products, and pyrolysis of quaternary ammonium oxides, quaternary ammonium oxides also undergoes elimination to produce less substitute alkenes are the major products according to Hoffman rule. Such that reaction is known as Cope elimination reaction. Let's see one more example for Hoffman elimination, that is pyrolysis of esters. Pyrolysis of esters. For example, CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, O, C double bond O, CH3 is present. This is on heating. Okay, this ester group, it will be breaks, dear students, and produce secondary carbocation intermediate, and it is beta 1 carbon and it is beta 2 carbon, means two beta different beta carbons are present. If that CH3 beta 1 carbon containing hydrogen, if you remove, will get but1ene. Okay, but1ene is the major product because it is the less substituted alkene. Whereas if you remove the hydrogen at beta 2 carbon containing hydrogen, will get but2ene is the disubstituted alkene, it is the minor product, and byproduct is CH3, C double bond OH, acetic acid. This reaction is known as pyrolysis of esters and produce less substituted alkenes are the major product. Another one is pyrolysis of quaternary amine oxides, and this reaction is known as Pope elimination reaction. Pope elimination reaction. Okay, dear students, let's see what is Pope elimination reaction, and in which also according to less substituted alkenes are the major products, means follows Hoffman rule. Our Hoffman product is major, and here also Hoffman product. Product is a major. Example, let's see quaternary ammonium oxides, amine oxides or ammonium oxide. For example, CH3, CH2, bond CH, bond CH3, here nitrogen is present, it having oxygen, it is attached to oxygen, and it is having a total 4 groups, then it is called as a positive and negative charge present. These are called as amine oxides, and is on heating this group, it will eliminate and produce carbocation intermediate, and it has 2 beta carbons are present, beta 1 and beta 2. So the beta 1 carbon, if you remove the hydrogen atom, will get but1ene. Less substitute alkene is the major product. Another one is but2ene is the minor product. Okay, and byproduct is dimethyl hydroxyamine is the byproduct. Now this nitrogen ammonium oxide, quaternary ammonium oxide, how it is formed, dear students? It is on oxidation treated with hydrogen peroxide. For example, this alkyl group, is a tertiary amine group. This is a tertiary amine. The tertiary amine is treated with H2O2, hydrogen peroxide, to form tertiary amine oxide or tertiary ammonium oxide. This is on heating. That reaction product is a less substitute alkene is the major product, means it follows a Hoffman rule, means Hoffman product is the major product, and this reaction is known as a Pope elimination reaction. Okay, dear students, the remaining preparation methods we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you for all. And these reactions and mechanisms all are very, very important for NEET and JEE examination especially. Okay, dear students.